everybody! Welcome to the live chat. We are back and we're ready to go. Sorry about last week. We had some technical difficulties, so the live chat happened. I just was talking to myself for 30 minutes. So sorry you missed it. So we're going to cover what we did last week, or sorry, what I covered last week to myself. But I want to show you the Heather's pick again because it was pretty exciting. So you're not going to miss out on anything is basically what I'm telling you. It's a little hot here, so I'm cooling off with my airbrush. For those of you who are new to the live chat, this is a live chat. You can ask questions, and I'm going to answer them. I have some amazing people behind the scenes. If you're on Facebook, you can just enter your information or enter your question, and we have some people that are either going to feed me the questions or they'll help answer them as well. But after the live chats, I always go back to the Facebook page and answer all the questions. So we don't want to miss out on anyone. And then if you're on our website, you can just use the chat function below and enter your questions as well. Now, every week we give away a $100 gift card and 3 $25 gift cards. So you don't want to miss out on that. The way you win, or the way you enter, is if you're on Facebook, you share the video, and then that will automatically enter you into the drawing. And then if you're on our website, just enter your information below, and that will automatically enter you into the drawing. We'll email you, or I'll email you probably like Monday or Tuesday to let you know that you have won. Now, if you won last week, you can still win this week, so you don't want to skip out on that money. Speaking of money, we have a referral program because we know Luminous Beauties, you were talking about Luminous Air because we know that you're walking around looking amazing and people are like, what are you doing? What's happening? Did you get Botox? Because you look younger. So we know you're sharing about the Luminous Air. So we want to basically reward you for that. So we have a referral program. If you go to luminousair.com/referral, you can enter your friend's information and they're going to get 25% off, and then you will get a $50 credit to your account if they spend $50 or more. And there's no limit to the amount of referrals you can get, so don't want to miss out on that. So I think we can go ahead and get started. I want to say hello to all my people that are here each and every week. We have the Susans from Connecticut, and there's a Susan from Connecticut and a Susan from Denver, so hello. And I know I'm missing out on a lot of other people because I'm just going blank now on names. But anyway, we'll go on. When I remember, if you ask a question, if you can even put Heather, hello, I'm here every single week, and I'll give you a shout out. And then if you're a newbie, let me know where you're from. Let me know it's your first time here because I love seeing the new people that are coming on and wanting to learn about airbrush makeup. So every week we go over the basics of airbrushing, but then I also try to do some little tricks to help you learn, or maybe if you're more advanced in airbrushing, can kind of get you a step farther, so you're not just watching the same thing over and over. I try to mix it up, okay? So this week, I'm gonna take off my ring because it's huge and distracting. So let's go over our kit. So what you get in your starter kit is these four bottles, and it's a moisturizer primer, a blush, a bronzer, and glow. We're gonna go over all that because a lot of people, when they get their system, they want one or two things happen. You get it, you open it up, and you go to town. Or you get the system and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. And it sits on the counter. So the first step that I want you to do is open your system. Yes, get it out of the box. The more you have this guy in your hand and practice and having fun with it, the better you will be and the more you will learn. Because guys, I hate to tell you, but the first time you do it, you might not be an expert. You're not gonna be an expert, nobody was. You can use the steps that we're talking about, but it might take you 1, 2, 3, 4 times to get used to it. And even after that, each and every time you use it, you're going to get better. So we tell people to do it 7 days in a row, because then it gets it in your hand, okay? All right, so that was just a side note. So also in your kit, you're gonna get 4 bottles of foundation. And some of you might get, if you're an heiress, you might get 2 bottles of foundation. Now, all of our kits come in ranges, if you will. So we have the fair, the medium, the tan, the warm, and the deep. When you're picking out your system or picking out your shade that you're like, oh, I don't know what color I am, just get in that range, okay? If you're an heiress, they can help you. The heiress ladies can help you. If you are just going off the infomercial, if you call customer service, they can help you. But you're just getting into that range. And plus the fact we have a 100% color match guarantee. So if you ordered the dark system or the deep system and you're a fair, you can still return it and or call us and we're going to send you out the correct colors, okay? So you won't lose. I mean, hello, we're gonna get you the right color. But the reason for the multiple colors is one, you're gonna be one of these colors, okay? You might be a mixture of 2 colors, but we give you everything you need to match you 365 days a year. We all know that we go back and forth to the grocery store or the department store to buy our next shade of foundation because we always change from summer to winter, whatever. Normally in the summer, I lay out, so I'm a lot darker. Now that it's supposedly getting to fall, it's still kind of hot out there, I won't be able to lay out, so my tan will fade. My face is always pretty much the same color because I wear sunscreen. Everybody should. So with the sunscreen, I just want to, or with my white face, I want to match my chest is normally what I do. All right? So we give you everything you need to match you 365 days a year. Now, Rosa, first time viewing. Ooh, ooh, yay for Rosa. Rosa, let me know if you have a system or you're ordering your system. I want to know that. Now, when if Rosa's getting a system, once people find out that you have an airbrush system, they're coming over to be airbrushed. Everybody wants to be airbrushed. Everybody wants to look flawless. Everybody wants to look like they just woke up like this. It doesn't melt off your face or look heavy or cakey. So of course, that's what everybody wants. I cannot tell you the number of ladies that I talk to and they wear makeup. They wear eyeshadow and lipstick and maybe some blush, but they stopped wearing foundation because it just felt gross on their skin. They felt dirty or like it was just too much or it melted off or it just didn't look right. It looked too cakey. When they find airbrush makeup, they're like, holy moly, this is it. Because of the way it goes on, the way you're spraying it on, it feels like your natural skin. It's working with your skin, whereas traditional makeup, you don't have to put, traditional makeup, you put the dots all over your face and then you smear it in. So I'm putting the same amount of foundation here, that I'm putting here, that I'm putting here, and I might not need the same amount all over. With the airbrush, you can cover what you need to cover and then blend out the rest. And it's honestly that easy. And Rosa, if you don't know, which I'm hoping you do, airbrush makeup lasts for 17 to 18 hours, is non-transferable, so it's not going to come off when you hug or kiss somebody. And then it covers anything that you want. So if you have sunspots, if you have rosacea like I do, it will help cover that. And I'm gonna take my makeup off. I wanted to show you these. These are my favorite. These are our new eraser cloths, and they're replacing our makeup wipes. They're unlike anything you've ever seen. They're black, which I love, and they're actual cloth. It's cloth. I mean, obviously it doesn't rip, but it is cloth, so it's smoother on your skin. It's not as irritating. There's like cucumber oil and all this goodness in here that really does soothe the skin. It's not going to irritate your skin. But I love the fact that they're black, because when you're taking off your makeup and you throw this puppy away, you can't see it. I mean, you can see a little bit, but then when it's sitting in the garbage, it doesn't look disgusting, okay? I hate that. Just like I hate the ring of lipstick on a cup. I just don't like that. But anyway, so this is amazing because it wipes off everything. If you've tried our lip stains, it will take lip stains off. If anybody has used these, they know that our lip stains, they'll stay on for about 2 to 3 days. But these makeup erasers will take the lipstick or lip stain off, which that itself is amazing. All right, I'm gonna take off my eye makeup, but not my brows. Now, the other thing you're gonna see is how precise the airbrush makeup is. But let's get to it. Okay, so now you can see I took everything off with just this one wipe, okay? And a lot of people will say, well, Heather, I like seeing what I'm taking off or that I am taking something off. Like, how do you know if you're taking something off? With the black wipe, ladies, if you're seeing your skin and seeing those imperfections, hello, it's off, okay? You can tell when your makeup is off, right? Where is my little thing? I'm gonna just blot my face a little bit before we get started, because I really want you to see my rosacea here I don't know if you can see it, but I have a pink nose with a little imperfection, and then the redness here. So I have some stuff you need to cover. All right, so first we're gonna start out with our moisturizer primer. This is something you wanna put on first. It's colorless, so it's a great one to practice with. And I'm gonna use about 5 drops. And you put everything in this little bowl here. With your stylus, you're gonna hold it like a pen, like you're gonna write, and put your index finger on the trigger. Now, if you write with the wrong hand, just kidding, middle and thumb here, index finger on the top, same thing. So if you're gonna write something, if you can write, push a button, you can airbrush, okay? So you make sure you're holding it correctly. Don't do this, because you don't have a lot of control over it. I've seen some people hold it kind of some funky ways. But it's just like a pen, very delicate. And then you're also going to keep moving. You never want to stay in one spot too long, because we don't have to cover it that long. With the air because as soon as I push the button, there's air that comes out, which is great, because normally bathrooms are so hot, it's great to have the air. But wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's coming out. Is anybody else out there? Is it just me and Rosa? I want to hear from you. All right, so now I'm pulling back on the trigger, and I'm just getting this all over my face. I want to hear if y'all are out there. Did y'all miss last week? I want to hear. Did anybody notice that we weren't on? All right, Mary, how do you enter to win? If you're on Facebook, just share the video, and that will automatically enter you into the drawing. So just share this video, and you will be good to go. All right, so I'm gonna spray this. I'm still spraying. Now notice I only put 5 drops in here, so that shows you how light I'm pulling back on this trigger, okay? So you barely, barely, barely want to pull back. Da, 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 da. Charlotte, yay, hello, nice to see you. Charlotte, where are you from? I want to say, I can't remember. Is it South Carolina? Maybe I'm wrong. Just let me know, can't remember. Oh, Louisiana. Louisiana. I'm glad you wrote Louisiana and not LA, because I would have thought California. All right, so now we have the moisturizer primer on. I'm gonna pull my hair back a little bit. And because of my Heather's pick, we're actually gonna do that now, because if you don't know, Luminess has come out with skincare. It's amazing, okay? So with our skincare, we have come out with this Vivation device, which I'm going to demonstrate, and then our snapback serum. Now this stuff is amazing, and so you do want to purchase this together because they work together. Now, with the serum, and I'm gonna put it on in just a minute, look how cute this packaging is. Can you see that? I don't know why when people do videos, they do this. Does that make you see it better? I'm like, ooh. The only reason I did this is because I saw other people do it. I don't know if it works. But anyway, so this is the snapback serum. Now this is a device, okay? It looks like a little tube of lipstick, so you can throw it in your purse. But you take the cap off, and that's what you're going to be using. This device, as soon as I put it on my skin, it starts vibrating. So what this is doing is pushing the serum into your skin so many times, and I know we spend hundreds of dollars on our, the lotions and potions and the next beauty treatment, but it falls off on, or it goes onto our pillow, or it just sits on top of the skin. It's not getting into the skin where it's going to do its work. So this little guy is going to do it for you. So I'm going to use the snapback serum. Now I'm only going to use this on places that I want my skin to snap back. All right, and you can put it on, you don't even have to use your hands. I'm going to put it right on my face, push down on this little guy here, and I can use the flat top of this bottle and rub that in. Now it is kind of, it is a serum, and I might have put too much on there, so I'll use that. And I'm just gonna do it everywhere I want to, my wrinkle, like I have crow's feet, maybe my laugh lines, if you have, the 11, or your forehead, wherever you want those wrinkles to go away, that's where, I got some in my hair, you're going to use it. But isn't that great that you can use the actual container to put on your serum? All right, so we just did that. Now I'm going to take this little guy here, place it where I did the serum, and you can move in circular motions all around where you put that serum. So it will help that go into the skin and help your skin snap back. If you don't know, in this serum, it's called Snap 8, and it's the equivalent to Botox in a can, or Botox in a little bottle. It really will help your skin bounce back to what it was. Deshauna, you can use this every single day. You can use it twice a day. What I love about it is if I'm just watching TV or just kind of chilling, I can just sit there and do it. I don't have to be in front of a mirror. So you can do this whenever. That's why I'm saying you can keep it in your purse. If you're at work typing, you can be like, oh, I'm gonna look younger. So you can do it. What's also very cool is there's no on and off switch. As soon as there's contact, then it starts working. As soon as you let go, it stops working. Oh, Nancy, you missed me last week. Thank you, Nancy. I needed that. I wish you were here because it was kind of funny of me talking to myself for 30 minutes. I was amazing, by the way. Just kidding. All right, so I got that all worked in. And then what you'll do is you'll put it back in the top. Just put that, you want to wipe, let me wipe this off. Want to wipe the top off, the little tip, and then put this back. There's a button right here. You press that and your little light comes on, and that's going to sanitize it for you. It goes off by itself, so you don't even have to worry about it. All right, I'm gonna make sure that all that is, because I did a lot on this side. Do I not look 10 years younger? You're like, where's Heather? She's been replaced by a younger woman. All right, so let's get started on foundation. So when you're getting to the foundation part, what you want to do is shake up your bottles, hold them to your chest, and there'll be two that are pretty close to you. There'll be two that you're like, that's not my color. Set those aside. The two that are closest to you, you're going to put a dot on your finger and rub it in. You can also put a drop in the airbrush and start spraying it and see if that works too. So however you want to match, but I just rub it into my chest because that's how I match everybody. Now I know that I'm between a 2 and a 3. A couple weeks ago, I was more 3. I could almost get away with just 3, but now that I'm starting to fade, I'm between a 2 and a 3. I'm probably more 2 now than I'm 3. So I'm gonna add about 4 drops, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 2, and probably about 3 drops of 3. Okay, now I put, and I'm using the Silk foundation. We have a lot of different finishes, so depending on what you like, I like the Silk because it has silk infused fibers mixed in it, and so it really does help. It looks more nourishing. It's not going to settle. It's not drying. I have kind of a combination skin. It's sensitive enough, but sometimes my T-zone gets oily, so I like this Silk because after I do the foundation, I can powder it and then I stay good, you know, for the rest of the day. If you have more, if you need more coverage, or if you like that makeup look, then Mystic's probably going to be for you. It also can be matte, so just make sure you just pick out what you think you're gonna, what you think you're gonna want, right? Okay, so I turned on my button. There's air that's coming out. I put both colors in here. I'm gonna cover the tip here and then barely pull back on this guy. And what it's doing, I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, I can. It's bubbling here. I call it making chocolate milk because that's what it looks like to me. You know when you go blow and okay, that's just me. Anyway, it mixes everything in here for you. So you don't have to worry about putting on one color, or mixing it on your hand, or stirring this up. It will mix in here for you, okay? Now what I want to do is normally I do, like, we can do a color corrector first. If you have, like my redness, I would use the green color corrector first. If you have eraser or X out, that is something that you're gonna put on first. X out is mainly for under eyes, but you can use it all over. Now, if you have the eraser, which is also for redness, you can use that first and then you're gonna airbrush over it. Now, a lot of our products kind of overlap each other, so you need to find out what works best for you, okay? Let's do this real quick. All right, so now I'm barely pulling back. Now, right now, I just wanted to show you, I'm hitting my redness first, okay? I'm hitting, I have that little dot on my nose that I'm gonna cover right now. I'm hitting my Rudolph nose, my redness on my cheeks, those imperfections that I don't want anybody to know that's our secret, that only a few thousand people know. All right. Okay, so it's covered. You can already see the redness going away, and it's not covered 100%. It's just covered maybe 80%. Now I can go and start blending it around because I don't need the same amount of coverage everywhere. So now I can go to my forehead, and if you notice, it's not getting into my hair. It's not getting on my jewelry. It's not on my eyebrows. It's staying right where I point the airbrush. This little guy here is so precise that you can even do eyeshadow with it. So that's how precise it is. If you are, wherever you're pointing it, wherever you feel that air, that is where the makeup's going, okay? So I can keep going around until I get the coverage that I want. Now that's the key, is if you want light coverage, there are times where, okay, I'm just running out to run errands, I don't have to look beat, or I don't want to put on full face. I might just make a couple of passes, throw on my eyebrows, mascara, lipstick, and I'm out the door. There's other times that maybe I'm going to a gala, or maybe I have a hot date, which would be so nice. I might spend a little more time. But you know, if you're going to work, we don't always have time. You know, we see those Pinterest girls that spend like crazy amount of hours in front of the mirror doing all this. And ladies, you know, we don't have time all the time for that at all. Elisa, how do I get more makeup? Okay, so there's different ways. You can always call into customer service, but you can also go online and order your makeup. And you'll see the different finishes that we have too. Now we also have a program where like every 3 months or however you want it. It's like if you are airbrushing every day and you want it every 3 months or every 4 months, you can get that and it comes to you automatically. So Alicia, if you have the system and you don't have the makeup, what good is the system? So that's just a little side note if you would like that, where we just send it to you. You don't even have to think about it. You can call in, you can tell us the exact colors that you want. And if you want like the moisturizer primer every 4 months or whatever, you can also get that too. All right, but guys, I had probably 8 drops in here and I'm still going. So again, that is going to show you how lightly I'm pulling back on this trigger. Now, when you first start at the beginning, I told you, you're not going to be an expert the very first time, and you might use 20 drops. It's okay. It is all right. If you do this 7 days in a row, you'll notice that you're using less and less drops. You can look in the mirror and go, okay, that's enough coverage, and look in the bowl here and go, I have makeup left over. Okay, so next time I'm going to use 10 drops, 8 drops, whatever. So you really do learn each and every time. Now, I like coverage. I want to look flawless. So I might make 4 or 5 passes. Now, I'm also talking while I'm doing this, but just to show you too, being that I do like a lot of coverage, it still is not going to look heavy or cakey. Now notice that I'm holding it 4 finger lengths away from my face. You're not really close. The closer you get, the more exact it gets. So that's when I'm going to do my eyes. You want to be about 4 finger lengths away to do your face. When we come in to do blush and glow, we'll come in a little bit closer. But notice that I keep moving. I never stop, so there's no dry time in between. If you tell me, Heather, I have to stop in between passes and let it dry. If that's the case, then you're pulling back too far on the trigger. What do you do with excess makeup? That is am I saying your name right? Deshanta? Okay, I hope I am. I hate mispronouncing names. So if you have excess makeup, and this is why I tell you, maybe start with 5, 6, 7 drops in here. You might want to add more. Like if you're just starting out, you'll go through those 5 or 6, 7, 8 drops quickly, and then you can always add more. You do not want to fill this all the way up because you definitely will waste a lot of makeup. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do because I still have makeup left over. Oh, side note, please blend down your neck. This blends for you. Your magic wand is going to blend everything for you. I do not want to see that demarcation line. It bugged the poo-poo out of me. Can you say poo-poo? Anyway. I hope so. Whoopsie. That bugs me so bad. So if you see any women walking around with that demarcation line, you tell them that they need to be airbrushed. All right, just a side note. Okay, so blend down my neck. Now I'm going to take my eraser cloth, and I have a little bit of product left in here, and I blow it out. Okay, because I don't need any more foundation. I did all my coverage. Man, I put a lot in here, I think. So I'm blowing the rest of it out until it runs clean, or until it runs empty. And there'll be a change in the sound. It sounds like dry. So it won't, in fact I might rinse. You can also run some water through it if you wanted to. Normally I don't, because I just empty out what's in the bowl. So you can just empty this out. I'm just still blowing that. I did put a little bit of water in there. All right. This is my hold music. La, 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 la. All right, so now let's do, what shall I do? Let's do glow first. Now glow is this G1, and what does glow do? It is going to be our highlighter. So anything we want to stand out is where we're gonna put the glow, okay? So now, Deshanta, what I'm doing now is, and I'll probably do it on my hand, is I'm spraying a little bit on my hand to make sure that the color I put in is the color I'm getting, okay? So I can tell that the glow is coming out, and I'm gonna do that on my brow highlight, I'll do it down my nose, and I'll do it to highlight underneath my eyes, because I like my eyes to stand out. Also notice that I'm coming in a little bit more, a little closer, because I'm getting, you know, a certain area. I'm gonna have to look at this mirror, or this monitor, okay. Because I'm coming in a little closer, because it's super precise. Now notice, it's not all over my eyebrows, it's not everywhere, I don't look like a hot mess. It's only going where you point it, okay? I'm gonna do it under my eyes. Now, the other thing I'm really self-conscious about are the wrinkles right here. You know, I don't want to look older because we want to look younger. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm going to get under here pretty closely. I can take my ring finger immediately, and as I poke myself in the eye, and pat that out. Okay, that's all you have to do. I just got a lash in my eye. Try not to do that. Oh, Barbara, you got the travel case. Our travel case is amazing. I talked about it I think it's been a couple of weeks. But yes, it is amazing because it does hold your legend and all your makeup. So it is great for traveling, so it's not getting thrown everywhere and all that fun stuff. So yay, Barbara, thank you for saying that. I'm gonna do a little more brow highlight. Okay, so now I'm gonna blow that glow out. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. Okay. Blow the glow out. Now I'm going to move to blush. Now, with our blush, and those of you who have used it, you can attest to this, our blush is super high pigmented, meaning you only need 2 drops. Please listen to me. Only 2 drops. If you do more, you're going to look cray-cray, and we do not want that. So you want to make sure that to use 2 drops only. If you are a blushaholic and you love your blush, you can add maybe 1 drop, but the blush does intensify when it dries. And I'm actually going to mix 2 blushes together. I'm mixing the natural, boom, boom, and the tulip, which is a little pinker. All right, and we might go running over a little bit, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna mix those 2 together. Mix that together, make sure that's what I'm getting on my hand. I'm just gonna smile just a little, and because I want to get the apples on my cheek and work back. Now, if you notice, the movement that I'm making is the same movement if I was taking a regular brush and doing blush, okay? Now, the big hiccup that you have to get over is you can start seeing it, but you don't want to do it until it's the intensity that you like, because remember, it's going to intensify later. So maybe do it until it's a little lighter than you want it, knowing that it'll come up a little bit more. Now also notice the movement that I'm making are still circular motions, but I'm circulating up. I don't want to do it down because I don't want my blush down here. And then you can always contour as well. So if, you know, the darker color that's in your kit, you can always go back. I'm actually gonna do this on my eyes. No, yeah, I'll do it on my eyes. I'm gonna do it as my eyeshadow. Normally I do the bronzer that you get in your kit. I love this bronzer. It's a shimmer bronzer. It's amazing. You can do that on your lips. You can do it, I do it as eyeshadow all the time. If you've seen, you know, a couple of these, you know that I do the bronzer. But I'm just gonna, this is the other thing. When I always tell you guys to play with the makeup. Don't say, oh, this is the glow. This is my highlighter. oh, this is bronzer. I'm going to use bronzer. If you like the color, excuse me, if you like the color, use it where you want it. I'm using blush as eyeshadow, and that's perfectly fine. All of our products marry together. So if you like that blush color and you're like, that would look really good on my eyes, use it. All right, so now I'm gonna get that a little darker. But guys, look, it's not getting on my lashes. It's not even getting on my eyeliner. It's only going where I point it. And again, that same movement, if I was doing an eyeshadow brush, is the same movement I'm making with my stylus. Okay? Da, 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 da. All right, so now I'm gonna blow that out because we're running over a little bit. Sorry, guys. Now I always tell you to take baby steps. So you got the foundation down, you got the blush down, you got the glow down. People freak out about the eyes for some reason, and please don't. Practice. You can do it. You start with the glow at the brow line, then do the bronzer or do the blush and a bronzer mixed together on the lid. You can always go back with this guy with regular eyeshadow as I'm knocking down everything. This is our Nude and Naughty palette. I can go back. What color do I want to put on today? I can go back with this guy and do a natural or eyeshadow in my crease. Okay? But what happens is the staying power of your eyeshadow is going to be amazing, because just like the foundation and the fact that it lasts 17 to 18 hours, your eyeshadow is going to stay on too. And it's not going to crease, it's not going to float away. It's super high pigmented, so it's going to stay. You won't need to reapply. That's what I love about it. And I was going through my makeup bag the other day. Do you know what I have in my makeup bag that I keep in my purse? Lipsticks or lip glosses. That's all I have, because I never have to touch up my face during the day. It lasts for so long. Even if you get shiny, 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 you can blot and it's not going to go anywhere, which is amazing. All right, so I hope I covered everything. I hope you asked a bunch of questions, because I'm going to go back. Oh, email me if you have any questions. You can email me at heatherlive@luminousair.com. If you have any questions during the week, I'm here for you. If you need to send me a picture and say, Heather, this is the first time I did it, oh my gosh, then you can do that, okay? So don't forget, where's my stuff? Don't forget to check out this. Our promo code is HEATHERSNAP, because this is snapback. So the snapback and the serum and the device go together. They work perfectly with each other, and you don't want to miss out on that. So check them out on the site. You will love it. But again, give me an email if you have any questions, and we will look forward to next week. I look forward to seeing you guys, and we will be here, I promise. Bye.